Right. A very good evening and a warm welcome. We will just start in a couple of minutes. I will request all of you to just hold on for 2 more minutes. All right. A very good evening and a warm welcome for today's webinar on AI for parents. And this is for understanding and guiding your child in the AI world. So today's webinar focuses more on how you can use the AI tools for enhancing your child's learning and also for various other purposes, how you can actually use it as a day-to-day practice more effectively. So this is AI for parents, understanding and guiding your child in an AI world from Up Educators, which is a Google for Education partner. And we at Up Educators, we update, keep, uplift, upgrade, and upskill the educators. And as Up Educators, we have academic partnerships with Google for Education partner, Cambridge International partner, STEM Accredited Center, AP program, and also Autumn Qualified Center as well. I myself, I'm Aarti. I am a Google certified coach, a Gemini certified faculty, and a Microsoft certified trainer, where I have been training educators across various fields on attaining their Google certification and also Cambridge qualifications as well. I've been training teachers and students as well how they can use AI effectively to make sure that AI implementation happens for enhancing their learning purposes, not to replace themselves over here. So let me start with a quick poll. Now the chat is open for everyone. So as we all are using AI day to day, being it for personal or many other purposes, being it for your even your professional work as well. So in this case, I just want you to think and answer to me over here, which AI tool that you or your child have been using it already on a day-to-day basis. So you can just pick something from here, or even if it is something different that you're using, you can mention the same in the chat as well. Okay, ChatGPT, Gemini. All right, thank you so much. So there are plenty of AI tools that is available now, and each one of them have different purposes for the same as well. It is, and as you see here very quite a few I have mentioned. Actually, there are plenty more that's available, and each one are strong enough with its own different use cases as well. So today I'll be showing as a hands-on what tool you can use for what different use cases as well. I'll be guiding you to some extent. So today's agenda focuses more on understanding AI, what exactly it is, and where your child is already using it day to day. It is important that as parents, you need to know the risks behind it. It is good for a purpose, but parallelly, as parents, now as children are using it more, as parents, definitely we need to have an understanding of what's the risk behind it and what are the ground rules that we can set so that the children are using it safely and responsibly. And together, you can build a plan to take it and start using it right. So please make sure you stay till the end of the session because I'll be sharing a link towards the end, which will generate a certificate for today's participation as well. All right. Now entering into the deep of the session. So why this matters now? Why is so much of hype about AI? And especially now when it is reaching to parent and students, why we are talking about it very importantly. Because four of the students have been observed they are using AI to complete their homework. Before any adults actually jump in and stop that, this is happening currently now. You might actually think this might be done by middle schoolers or high schoolers. Don't know. Even primary graders are aware of AI tools, so many AI tools actually, and they are using it. But the way that they are using it is what matters here, and that is scary. AI is already embedded in plenty of apps your children are using. So how many of us are aware of that? So there are apps which also has AI inside it nowadays. As parent, you might not have realized that it is there, but they know. They are using it to an extent. YouTube has AI, Instagram, Roblox, Minecraft. So these are games children play. And they do spend a lot of time over there. Their AI is embedded inside it. So even if they realize or not, AI started taking over a lot of things what children are actually into. Schools are also parallelly adopting AI tools faster than many of the homes actually. And why schools are using, again, there are different use cases because teachers are using it to manage plenty of things with respect to making their classrooms innovative for the children only. So schools are adopting AI tools, being it for a different assignment that can be given or bringing in differentiation in the classroom. So plenty of purposes schools are also doing it. And kids are more likely to experiment with AI than to tell a parent as well. So now with the help of AI, there's not much conversation happening at home. Because if they have any question, children know, they open any AI tool, ask a question over there, and they have the answer from the AI itself. And there's no need for conversation with the parent in this case. Waiting for a problem to bring it up means the conversation actually is starting very too late. Now that they are realizing there had been an issue, there had been a problem, and that's the time actually they are reaching out to a parent, but it's already a little late over there. So that's about it. But let's understand, let's quickly try to see what exactly is AI really. Now, I'm not talking about it technical terms, but how it works is what I want to talk about. Because if I'm going to go technically, this session will not be enough. So let us just see the working, how it works is what I'm going to talk about. I'm opening an AI tool and I'm just giving an input. I'm asking a question or I'm just asking an idea, giving me suggestions. So a little conversation starts happening over there. That's input. And what the AI model actually gets inside it. Now, based on whatever I'm asking, let's say there is a long holiday coming up for the student and even as a parent for yourself. So you want to plan a good vacation, a long drive somewhere. So you're asking AI, suggest some places which are closer to me as a long drive. So AI predicts the most likely response over here. So it actually checks up where you are located based on which what can be suggested. So it gives so much details about it because it already knows plenty of things about you. The output, what do you actually see as a response from AI? It could be in the form of text, it could be in the form of an image or even a video or an audio. Plenty of different types of responses, you keep getting it. And that's how AI works. So, AI chatbots, any AI chatbot for that particular matter, they don't know the facts. They predict what is the likely response closer to what you're asking based on how you have been conversing with AI before. And that is the reason, if you actually see those responses, it might sound very true and it sounds confident, but sometimes it can be wrong as well. Now, if you see the recommendation algorithms, everyone are using Instagrams. You're using YouTube Shorts. So, have you thought about it? So you just keep on scrolling. Let's say you have watched 2 to 3 different reels on the same category. The followed up, all the reels will be of the same category only. That's what recommendation is. And how that recommendation algorithm happens or works, that is AI too. And they decide what you or your children has to see next. So based on what you are watching, AI knows your interest pattern and accordingly it gives those recommendations. Okay, this is liked by this person, this is liked by the child, so I'm going to give the same type of videos, so on, so that child keeps on watching because it's so much of dopamine that has happened. And the child wants to see a similar thing again and again and again. And generative AI, which is something that we all are using, like you all have mentioned, ChatGPT or Gemini, Perplexity, Claude, so many Gen AI tools are available. And what they can create for you, it could be an image or it could be a video, it could be even just a voice, even a document. Plenty more things are there. So these are all the things that the Gen AI can actually create. And very recently, many of the posts or the reels that you watch are completely created by or are AI videos only. So we are not able to differentiate if that is human or AI itself. So that's how like strong those AI videos are. Now think about the place where kids are actually meeting AI every day. So where is exactly the meeting happening? In terms of homework helpers, yes, they are actually using AI chatbots for taking help for their homeworks. Many different AI tools, like as I mentioned, ChatGPT or Gemini, any tools, and children are aware of these tools. They do want to complete their homework, so they open an AI tool, ask a question, and complete it. In social feeds, the recommendations which I talked about, AI generated medias, so deep fakes, AI made videos or images, and even smart devices that's there in their hand all the time. They have their mobile phones, they have their iPads, and even laptops. So, which has AI companions inside it, and which is what children are actually using it every day by it. We'll also see what is something great with the AI tools. We'll also see the downside as well. Now, the upside is that what AI can really do well is that now without AI support, think about the time the child is coming and asking you a question, but you're not sure how to explain it. Because as a child grows, like let's say middle school or high school, not all subjects as a parent you might be aware of. You're not in a position to answer and explain to them, but they need help. So when the child is stuck on a homework question with no one to ask or get help with, that's the time chatbot can help. An AI chatbot can help. One size fits all pace, and regardless of the skill levels. At schools, we know how it works. So, as though teachers try to do differentiation, though teachers are tending to try applying different strategies for the children, but not at all days it's been able to meet. So, as parent, you know what your child is capable of, what skill level your child is capable of. So, based on your child's skill level, the things can be made using AI again. So AI can suggest you this is a better choice for your child. This is a better subject that the child might shine on based on the performance of your child. And fewer creative prompts to get unstuck while writing as well. So without AI support, these are some challenges. But just think about when you start using AI well. There is personalized tutoring support because AI knows what is the capability of the child and what are the ways when the AI explains a child can understand and perform better. So personalization can happen with the help of AI. You can actually create multiple tools for brainstorming, for even writing the prompts as well, and even accessibility support for kids with learning differences. So, this is what actually makes it more important when you take the help of AI. But how to do that is what today's session I'm going to talk about. Show it as a hands on to you. Now, think about the risks also that happen. So, I told you with AI what can be done, but parallelly, it is very important to understand the risks behind it. Now, the kids, they don't think much about it, what can be shared, what cannot be shared in the digital media. So they might tend to share their personal details, their photographs or school information directly with the chatbots, which is risky. Now, free AI apps, they often monetize by collecting and reselling the user data as well. Because these free AI models, what happens is that they might take your data for training purposes as well. There are smart speakers and toys that is available which captures the voices and also location data continuously. So they are able to track where are you. That's what I told you. Like you can just open any AI and ask a question about find out some good places around you. It will not even ask where you're staying at, where you are at, which state or place you are at. It will automatically tell you the places exactly closer to you because it is tracking your location 24 hours, and even the voices are getting recorded. Once these personal data are uploaded, it's definitely difficult to retract it from the AI tool. So it is important to make your child understand. You also should understand as a parent, make your child parallelly understand why it is risky to update these. The next risk that comes ahead is the misinformation and biased information. It is always important when AI gives the content, it is important to cross check. And can you trace back to the original author? Can the corrections be made when errors are found? So these are something that we have to check. There can be plenty of errors that can happen along with some misinformations. Now, when we see about AI generated answers, your child might be asking a question, but how do we assure that this is 100% correct? And how can the child learn that? So, because it might sound completely true, but it might be wrong as well. The images and videos that it generates are completely fabricated. They look real, but those are fabricated again. And the recommendations also sometimes can reflect a biased information. It might not be 100% correct for it. So, what exactly is happening? Now, outsourcing thinking entirely. So, letting AI do the work rather than taking help from it. This is something children are doing, which as parents, we need to guide the right steps of how to get the help of AI to make them learn and understand, not just using AI to complete their homework. No. So, they are trying to outsource it entirely, which should be stopped right away. Treating a chatbot as a friend or a or like someone to share the emotional support as well. Now, sometimes what is happening with again with middle school or high school children is that it's been observed that we know how those middle school or high school students are at home, so they might be very reserved, not sharing many things with parents in that case. But still, they are okay to actually share those things with an AI chatbot because they want to converse with someone and they just go and open an AI chatbot and they start conversing, which is again not a fair idea. And overusage of AI again will definitely reduce the practice with problem solving and how they are going to tackle with the problem. Like independently, how they can tackle the problem, that will be a greater challenge when over reliant happens as well. Now, warning sign, what we have to be aware of, reaching for AI before trying rather than after getting stuck. So even before they give it a try, if they start opening AI tool and just ask a question, no, that's completely incorrect. The first step is that they need to try it on their own. And once they understand, okay, so this is something that they need help with, then comes AI inside. So unless and until they have not even tried starting directly to an AI, then now that's a warning sign as well. Setting around rules at home. Now, keeping an age-appropriate list of AI tools your child is allowed to use. Let's say you are providing a tab or mobile or maybe a laptop or a monitor. So the place where the child is sitting to study, there the rules has to be visible to the children. And age-appropriate AI tools is something that they should know. And as parents, keeping many more ground rules is very important. Introduce and ask before you try policy for any new AI app. That is, again, a very important point. Never sharing the personal details to any AI chatbot is very important. And set AI free window timings as well, like meal times or homework times and even before bedtimes. So blocking the AI tools is again very important. Towards the end, we will talk about few more things with respect to Google's AI policy as well. Right. Now, what is the habit that as parent you need to build with your students, with your children, and through different prompts is what I'm just going to actually walk you through. Now, let us just start with a hands-on. If you're having your devices with me, you can definitely try it along with me. You can parallelly check how it works. Even if not, you can try it later after the session as well. All right. The habit to build for your children. Always verify. Cross-check AI answers against another source. And have the habit, let the children also have the habit of asking, how do you know this is true? As a standing question. And also, it's important to model skepticism yourself out loud. Now, try this prompt with the children as well. Can you show me where this came from? Or what's another way to check if this is right? So let's say your child is using AI to make them learn or for understanding a concept. So try having conversations with the child how they are using AI as well. So let's say they have generated something from AI, a concept explanation from AI. So ask them, how did they generate? So what is their understanding based on what they have generated? And I'll keep asking multiple questions so they get to know how much they can use and how much not to use. AI and schoolwork, where is the line? So definitely you should draw the line how much of AI can be used when it comes to schoolwork as well, which is okay, right? Your child is using AI and you're with them, which is okay. So there is a line, so which is on an okay side. To brainstorm ideas or get an outline for their essay writing, that's okay. So you can agree to that. So there is a project work they have to complete and submit tomorrow. They need to have ideas for the same. So generating an idea or brainstorming an idea is completely fine. They have an essay coming up or examination, and for that they are preparing essay writings. So or let's say they have an examination for report writing, but they want to know in a report writing what kind of outline is required. So for that, taking the help of AI is completely fine. So this is okay. Explaining a concept in different way. The teacher has explained integers in one way. Let's understand. But the child is still not able to understand it better. Now, you, along with the child, can ask AI to explain this concept in a very, very simple manner as a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old can understand with different examples. So, this is completely okay because different ways when it is explained, the child will actually get a better understanding of the concept. They have written an essay, they have written a draft, let's say, and they want to check for the grammar if it is correct or not. That is also okay. So these are all fine lines, but which is something that they should not do and where you need to jump in for a conversation. These are the points. Submitting a complete AI written text as original work. Now that's incorrect. Now that is where you need to have a conversation with. skipping the thinking step altogether. The child is not thinking at all, just copying the answer from AI and writing it down in their notebook, not even checking if the calculations are correct or not. That's something to have a conversation. And not knowing the schools or even home's AI policy. Now, as parent and child, actually, you can build your own, let's say, home AI policy. So you can actually have a conversation in a way what is accepted. Now this is what you can actually build. So what is accepted and what is something that should not be done. So build an AI policy which you can print and have it at your home at all point of time. Now let's start with the hands-on multiple ways how AI can help completely for academic excellence. As a study companion, you can have a study companion for your child. Let's say you have two children, each of them are at different grade levels, right? And each of them learn at different paces as well. So for each of them, you can have actually different chatbots, different gems. We'll see about it. And they guide each of them individually. So that is something that we can build with AI because it can explain the concept. AI can understand what is the gaps in your child's understanding, and it will also help them build that confidence. One is again self-discovery. Now, AI can help the children to understand the strength of themselves, the interest of them, and even the subject choices they can make as well, so that they can build their entire portfolio. Look, I'm just looking way long. Let's say your child is just in middle school, maybe in sixth grade only. But even from now, you can start building their portfolio where they are getting prepared for their future college and careers as well. So AI can actually help you understand your child with respect to their subjects and interest choices. You can explore careers, internships, colleges, and scholarships with much more structured research here. These are some things that I'm going to show you next. And keeping AI as a tool, not as a replacement for parenting, thinking, or real relationship. This is something that the conversation has to be always talked about at home as well. So let me quickly just jump on to the AI tool. Right. So this is gemini.google.com, and currently I'm just using a free version of Gemini because even with the free version of Gemini, you can build so many things for your child as well. Let me start with a younger grade and then I'll just slowly build on to primary and high school levels as well. So what can be done and how it can be done in different ways is something that I'll show you step by step. And even if you have your mobile, if you have joined through your mobile, you can explore Gemini as an application in your mobile as well. So with Gemini Live, actually it's very more easy and very simple to use and take away from there. So let's just start now. This is Gemini's interface, as you can see. So let me just quickly walk you through. Right. So here in the chatbot where you see this place, you can upload the files. Now, what kind of files actually you can upload? It could be your child's textbook, let's say, the PDF of the textbook that you have, or maybe let's say they have sent the exam timetable. Now you want to have a study structure created for your children. So you can upload the entire timetable and accordingly build the study timings for your children, the morning hours and the evening hours whenever they are available. A proper study timetable can be created for the same. And you can also plan your holidays accordingly. So these are some examples I'm trying to tell, but there are plenty more things can be done. So let me actually, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add a textbook uh, from which we can actually try creating multiple things. So I'll just try adding one particular book. Okay, so this is the page that I have added, and this is a PDF that has been added. Now, what I'm just asking, give me a one-page summary of this PDF. in the form of PDF itself. Right. So I have attached a textbook. It's not an entire textbook. It's just maybe one chapter from that particular textbook. So what I want is that I want a simple one-page summary of this particular chapter in the form of PDF is what I'm asking it. Right. So what will happen? So it's just going to, Gemini is going to analyze the entire PDF, what content is there, and accordingly, it's going to create a summary. Few more things what I have asked for is that for that particular concept, explain it with examples is what I'm asking. One more thing what I've asked is I want it in the form of a PDF. So I can download it and use it at later times as well. So that's what I've asked. And so it is just analyzing. Here you will be able to see exactly what steps are happening and what it can do as well. Okay, so it has already completed. Now this is a class 12 maths concept. Now if I'm just scrolling down, I'm actually able to see the same summary, which is in the PDF right in the chat itself. So it's just giving me chapter 1. These are the key concepts and definitions and what are the formulas, examples as well. So it's just giving me what are the different chapters in that particular book. Now if I open the PDF, this is the next thing that you will be able to see. Now just see a quick revision or a quick one-page revision that you can actually create for your child and have it as a print on their desks or on their files as well. So this is chapter 1. What is the exact key concept along with an example? So there are 6 chapters in it, and you can have a one-page summary as well. Now this is something that you can actually do with respect to when you upload your book. You can actually do this. Now what else can you do when you upload your book? Now you can continue a conversation right inside this page itself. So I can just go ahead and ask, create an interactive quiz for chapter 1 from this PDF. I want only 5 questions. Okay. Now, the word that I'm using here is something called as interactive quiz. Now, why I'm mentioning that, I'll just show you. And I'm also picking a tool. So there is something called, again, I'll just click on this plus. You'll see more tools option. So these are all Gemini's tools. And here there is an option Canvas. So I'm just clicking on Canvas. I'll tell you why I chose that. And I'm just giving it a go. So let that get created. Meanwhile, I'll just show you other few examples or explain this entire interview. It's an interview itself. So when you just see this particular plus option, so you'll be able to see the different tools along with various other elements as well. So let me open a new chat. Right. So you can upload your files from your device, or let's say you have something, maybe the schools have the policy of sharing everything, every materials in Google Drive, then Google Drive can also be directly connected. And here you will be able to see few more things. Another beautiful tool, which as parents definitely you should create for your children, is something called as notebooks. Earlier it was called as Notebook LM. Now currently it is named as Gemini Notebook. And then these are different tools with respect to it. So if you want to create an image, then there are more tools. Create music, Canvas, deep research, guided learning, and few more things as well. So Canvas is what I chose. Now, why I chose Canvas? Because let us just see that. Okay, I'll give it once again. I'll just show an already created quiz for you all. Okay, so here it is already created. So when you ask an interactive quiz, so that means your child can actually answer in this page itself. So that's how it is built. And when you choose Canvas, this is what you will see actually. So here is a question. The child has to read the question, solve it, and choose from one of these options. Let's say I'm just clicking on one of the answer option. Now what happens is that your child will see which is correct and which is incorrect. Not only that, but they will be able to see a reason why this is the correct answer and why this is the incorrect answer as well. So what happens is that they are not just playing with just choosing randomly, but they are just also trying to understand, learn, and understand, okay, I chose this and this is the reason why it is a mistake or why it is incorrect. They can click on the next and go to the next question. They can click on the numbers. Next question. Now, at the bottom, there is something called as hint. Maybe they are reading the question somewhere they need a help. So they can click on the hint. There is a hint given for them. They can understand and they can just go ahead and select the answer for the same. So let me actually complete why. I'll just explain why. Now, at the top, I mentioned only 5 questions. So 5 on 5. All the 5 questions are completed. When the child clicks on done, now this is what you have to see when you're actually doing this for your children. You can create a quiz, make them complete, but this is something now you have to sit with your child to actually understand this. The child's score is this now. So 0 skip, 4 are incorrect. The first thing that you will see is the strength and focus area. So you are now able to understand where your child is good at in this subject and what is something they need to practice more. So it actually gives a strength, where is what is something good they know about in this concept, and what is a focus area. So where they need to practice more. So that is what Gemini's interesting thing here is. So Gemini will clearly tell you these are some practice things your child has to do. Now, there are few more things Gemini will give you. Based on the report, Gemini gives you few more things. One is called listen, the next is revise, and the next is learn. They can take another quiz as well. So you can make them do as many quiz as you want. Now here, when you click on listen, what happens? AI will generate a podcast for your child explaining the concept. And there is something called as revise. Now, what happens when they click on revise? It will create a flashcard. So maybe 20 flashcards, 25 flashcards. It'll make them to learn the concept with the help of the flashcards. You can create a complete study guide for your child as well. So there is an option to revise and learn also. So these are all more things that that can be elaborated during our a workshop, a detailed workshop. Now let us also try to understand few more features over here. Now I'm opening a new chat. Right. So this is how you start interacting with Gemini. Now, let's say you want to have your child has a project now. So a group project that they have to do. So sustainability is the concept that they have to do. My child has a project on sustainability. And let's say she is in grade 5. So give ideas and suggestions on how to do the project innovatively. All right, so all right, let's just see what actually happens here and then we will proceed from there. I'll try to refresh Gemini again. Yeah. Okay, so now what we are able to see is that it has immediately started giving everything. So top innovative project concepts. So this is one concept, audit and auction, mini doc. And then there is one more, working upcycled prototype, the interactive zero waste lunchbox. And it is also actually giving us the winning project structure. So which would be a better option is something it's trying to show. And now it asks you a question, where would you like to take this next? So would you want a step-by-step plan for one of the concept or draft a presentation board layout or explore low-tech digital ideas? So what exactly you want? Maybe let's say I just want to draft a presentation board layout. So that's what I clicked. Now it is just going to give me a layout of how this can be built. So this is how the layout is visible and what exactly it can be. Now, Let's say I want to go ahead with step-by-step plan for one of the concepts. Now here it is just trying for solar oven project. It's going to break it down step-by-step plan along with the images, what you have to do. So complete step-by-step build guidance science breakdown is giving. So materials, these are the checklist, and this is a step-by-step construction guide as well. And now it's explaining because the child needs to explain how it works. So it provides the explanation of the concept as well. Now here, there are a few more things. Do you want to build the draft, the data and results section for the project or add variable? So this is how you can also build many other project ideas for your child in the simple Gemini conversation itself. There are a few more important things, the tools that is inside Gemini, which is called as Gemini Gems. Now, when I click on Gems on the left side of Gemini, so you'll be able to see this particular tab. Now, the things that you see on your screen might be different, but you will see something called as Gem Manager. And the first thing that you see here is pre-made by Google. So these are gems that is already created by Google. Now, what is a gem? It's more like a personal assistant for me. Who is a personal assistant? They know everything about you. So who you are and what you like, what is something that you would expect when you give a task, how you would like to receive it. So everything they know about you. And accordingly, they work. That's exactly what a gem is. So the gem knows who you are, and accordingly, it will give you the result. So that this is one thing, this is one tool I told you. So let's say you have two children at home and each of them are different grade levels. So you can build two different gems for each of them with their own names as well. And accordingly, you need to add the knowledge base. So which is something that I'll quickly guide you. Let me show an example gem, which is their storybook. Now, if we have very young children where you want them to develop the practice of reading or you read to them, then you can actually create your own storybooks as well with your own theme, with your own scripts. You can create a complete storybook for them. Now, when you click on storybook over here, there are storybooks that is, I'll just show an already created storybook, but you can actually write a prompt. What you can do actually, you can mention the age of your child. What is something that they like? Maybe you can include their name also over here. And you want to maybe gift this for their upcoming birthdays, or maybe let's say you want to actually create a book for them to understand about sharing. So you can actually build. Though I'll write a prompt, I'll show you one that is already created. So here I'll just go ahead and child. So I'm just writing my, sorry. He's, let's say, 5 years old. So I'm just writing, create a storybook. It teaches the importance of sharing. That's it. I'm just writing one more, include his name in the story. Right. I've written the prompt and I'll just submit it. Now, this is a very simple prompt. Everyone can actually write. So it need not, the prompts need not be too heavy or too much into it. It's not complicated. Actually, you can write your own way of it as well. So what I've just done is that now book creation might take time. So I'll just show an already created book for you. Right. So this was a book that was already created. So this is about a Thirsty Crow story, pre-primary. So this is a Thirsty Crow story which we all have, which we all are aware of. That is something that I'm just trying to create it now. So what happened now? This is how actually looks like when you actually open the book. This is how it's going to look like, and you can go. This is the cover page, and it goes from every page to page. I didn't ask for images. I didn't ask for anything. All I just mentioned Thirsty Crow. That's it. And it built the entire story behind it. So including the script and everything, the images. So page by page, actually, it goes with different images and also the different storylines as well. And this book, you can completely download. And the most interesting thing is that
Jet tried to tip the pitcher over. He pushed with his strong chest. He shoved with his wings, but the pitcher was too heavy and too full of pebbles at the base. It would not budge. Jet sat down on the wall. How can I reach the water? He wondered. Jet did not give up. He was a very...
So I need not even move the pages. So automatically AI will read and just keep flipping the pages as well. So this book is completely free to create. You can download the book, and this can be, let's say you have created the book, you can access it in iPad and your child can read, or they can also listen to that as well. Now here the book is almost ready, I believe. So this is the book that I just gave the prompt now. So Pratik and one more child is there. So this is the cover page. And here it has just written the entire story. So every storybook, when you ask for it, it will have 10 pages minimum. So it will have 10 pages onto it. So with the entire storyline and the pictures that adapts to that particular storyline, so it can actually do that for you. So this is one example of gems, but let me talk about academic gems, what you can do for your child as well. So when you reach over here under the gems, now there is an option to create a new gem. So when you click on it, now think about your child in a particular grade level. So I'm just giving, let's say I have two sons and I want to create gem for each one of them. So I'm just giving for the first child. So let's say he's in grade 8. And I just now need to give a description what I want this gem to do. So I'm just writing when the child asks, or when I asks for questions from the concept. Do not give direct answer. Rather, explain. You ask the question and check to proceed. So this is what I want the bot to do. So that is a simple description I have given. So immediately the description is visible here. And here I need to give a detailed instruction for the same. So I don't know how to write a detailed instruction. So what I did, I just pasted the exact same description here. And you'll see an AI icon. So you can just click on this AI icon and AI will refine the entire prompt or the statement as a detailed instruction for you. So that's what it is actually doing. Now, let that actually get complete. Here, there is something called as knowledge. Now, this is the place actually you can add the textbooks of your child, because when AI knows the textbook contents, what your child is using exactly, so from there itself, it will take the explanations and everything, accordingly as well. So that's the reason. Here it's always better suggested. You can go ahead and upload the textbook files as well. Now let's say this is ready. At the top, you do see an option to save. So now just see, it gave a detailed instructions what this gem is going to do. So I did not write this entirely. I just gave a short description and AI will modify into a detailed instruction. I'll click on save. Now just AI knows the grade level of the child and what is the concept that they are going to learn. So my child can come and open this particular gem and can start asking questions. So it can just say, explain, maybe let's say rational numbers, step by step. That's it. So it can start, the child can start asking any questions at this point of time, or even you can actually ask questions to the gem itself. So you don't want to come to Gemini chat every time for asking question. You build this gem one time, it's enough. For the entire academic year, this is going to be helpful for them. They can, you can reuse them. Your child can actually come and ask help at any point of time. Now this is for one child. Now let's think about another child who is in high school maybe. Now, for that particular child, building the career is important. So we are talking about, let's say, so I'm just writing high school. What this gem should do, what this assistant should do, it should show guidelines on subject choices, college or university suggestions, along with what kind of exams to be taken, focusing on, or let's say, so I'm just thinking about the college choices to be taken or the university levels that can be entered and around the globe. So around the globe, the suggestions should be based on subject given by the child, given by me. Okay, so that's what I'm asking. Again, I'm just going to copy this instruction itself, I mean this description, and I'm pasting it in the instructions column. And I'm asking Gemini to rewrite this for me. What exactly you're trying to build here is that you're trying to build a career pathway for your child, which is very important. So much of career choices currently is available. Many of the things are actually not known to parents. So here AI can actually help you provide a beautiful pathway. If your child is at this particular grade level and they have taken this as subject choices, these are all the universities that they can apply for, or these are all the career choices that they can apply for. So, or the examinations that they have to take in as an entry level. So many things that this gem itself will give you time to time. So one day, let's say you just want to know for subject choices, like maybe your child is interested in chemistry. So for chemistry itself, for pure science, what is that you can do is something. So now just see, it has entirely written the instruction, and it is actually trying to name it as a global academic counselor. And I'm just saving it. Now I'll just show you how this works. I'll click on start. Now here, I'm interested in physics, especially astrophysics. So provide me a pathway to start, and currently in grade 11. Right, that's all. And I'm not even entering anything more because already the assistant knows about me, what I'm going to ask or what is that I'm expecting. So that is how these assistants are created, are built. So these are called as Gemini gems. Now just see, it's just giving an introduction. So astrophysics is a fascinating looking field. And here it's trying to navigate. So high school subject pathway for astrophysics. Math, definitely essential. Now, if they are focusing on, with a strong focus on calculus, IB math or A level further maths, AP calculus is important. Physics, definitely that's a core subject, and focus on these areas. Computer science, highly recommended. Again, focus on these areas. Chemistry, recommended. So now sub-specializations to consider. Consider doing these kinds of sub-parts, which adds more value to your profile. Next step, customizing your journey. So before I proceed with a curated list of global universities and specific entrance exam, what is something the child has to take? Now, where are you currently located at? What high school curriculum are you studying? Do you have any preferred countries for university studies? Now, in this case, let's say AS A level. Currently, let's say in Bangalore. And do you have any preferred countries? As of now, no preferred countries. So maybe let's just say that. Or let's say preferred countries, not sure. Show all choices. And in the form of table. So it is asking me few more questions so that the entire areas is built, because I just asked for what kind of exams. So every country has its own entry criteria, and accordingly it's now built in. So high school subject combination. So this is the priority: math, physics, further math, and computer science or chemistry. And aim for, so this is the grade level. It is actually suggesting it has to be scored. So all 2 A stars at least, or all 3 A stars. And now the university which actually provides this particular course. So MIT, and what are the entrance exams to be taken, and what is the key selection factor. So how the universities are selecting, also it is given. So just look at this. There are so many career counselings happening, and This is something that is as an initial part that you as a parent can actually do for the child. So before even you approach any counselor, so you get an idea, and your child can also, now they are in high school, so they also know better. They also can actually build these kinds of things for actually selecting or for actually working on, okay, this is my aim, I need to focus on this more. So this will also help them to develop. Now, country-wise, actually, it has given different choices and what are the exams to be done, what are the universities to focus on, and what is the entry level. So this is it also gives us the action plan as well. Now it's asking me, will you like to build a timeline for this grade? So that's the power of GEM. I can come back and maybe let's say tomorrow I want to explore about chemistry subject, or maybe engineering, or maybe as medicine lines. So many in terms of even health fields. So many things I can keep asking, and accordingly. So you have a career counseling gem for you created for you and your child as well. So this is Gemini's thing. I'll just show one more tool, which is called as Notebook LM, which I called it as Notebook itself. I'll show an already created notebook, which is something again like you can build on your own. So let me stop and reshare it again. Okay. Now, what exactly is notebook? Consider this as a textbook only. So in a completely digital form, but your textbook just has the exercises, the content and explanations, and that's it. But here, this digital notebook contains many more things. Actually, with this, you can create many more things as well. First step, you need to upload the textbook of your child. So when you come to notebooklm.google.com, you'll see an option to add your source. So when you click on that, you can upload the PDF of the textbook of your child, or if you have the links, you can add it as a link, or even YouTube videos, or even connect it from Drive. Now, currently, one particular math book is added over here. So this is the book, and all the things that you can create from this book is called as Studio inside it. So what exactly this Studio? It has audio overview, it has slide decks, videos, and so many things. Let's say you want to have a quick revision for integers chapter before they go for the exam. So you can actually build these kinds of infographics for the child. So which actually gives a recap of the concept. And you want your child to take a quiz, you can create a quiz. You can create videos. Now, this is a video that
Hey everyone, we spend a lot of time in math looking for that one single perfect answer. But what if I told you that most of life isn't a... You have to be 18 or older. See? These are all about a whole range of possibilities, not just one single magic number.
So you can create these kinds of videos entirely using Notebook LM, and this is a completely free tool. Anyone can actually create a notebook, and with the help of Notebook, there are so many things that can be created. And the most beautiful thing, you can create it in your own languages as well. So you can choose a language. So once you click inside this arrow, you can choose a language, and plenty of Indian languages are available inside it. So pick a language, enter the topic for which you want the video to be created, or maybe let's say a picture to be created, or an infographic or a mind map. So you can mention the topic name, and accordingly, an entire notebook can be created as well. So to come back to the presentation, so let me quickly just come back over here. Right. So it's always important to understand that how many things that you do, being it that you're making your child to stay online and working it with AI tools or even other digital tools, it's important to manage them with the ground rules that that you need to do that at home. So the rules that we are talking about actually gathers around the time limits or the contents they watch, and even the behavior from a very early age, which will help your child understand that their relationship with technology and media should always be very thoughtful and balanced. So to maintain that, there is, let's say your child has their own mobile phones or the tabs or any digital devices, Family Link can be installed in it. So this is an application, so which you need to actually connect your child's account into this family account. So once you do that, you have the control of actually locking in the time limit. So this time to this time is only you can watch, and post that it will automatically lock, the being it YouTube or Google Play as such. So you can actually fix time around screen times. You can also see how much time they have watched the content, and you can filter out what kind of contents they can see as well. Which apps they can actually watch, they should not have it in their mobile. These are all some things that you have the control with when family link is involved. It is important to always have family conversations when you're talking with your child about parental controls. So be transparent about what kind of controls you're using. Explain them why you're using it as well. Because technology is something it's very important in day-to-day life, and using them wisely and effectively is how we can build a relationship with. It's important to explore responsibly. Artificial intelligence is there, so you and your child together actually can work together on making use of artificial intelligence. In Google search, you have AI added. So whatever you search, AI actually gives the first response, and from there you can take it a go. You can find high quality children specific apps available in Google Play. Age specific things are also available for everything. So talking your child with about AI is something that I already talked about. So keep engaging with them and have a conversation, always asking them how they have used and what is the key takeaway that they can explain to you by using AI is something that you have to do. So as parent, what is something that you can try this week is that try one homework or workflow. So using AI, you both can sit together to make AI to explain one topic, generate one quiz, like as I showed you, review one growth area with your child. You can build one reusable support tool. I showed you a gem. So using a gem, try to create one reusable support tool for a study guide or maybe quiz generation. So many things you can think of. Map one future pathway. So that is also a gem I told you. So list down the interest of your child. You ask for related careers and opportunities that's available. And also you can sit together and create the family guardrails, agreeing upon the verification, screen time boundaries, and how AI actually should be used for support as well. So the key takeaway from this particular session is that all we need to know is that AI is definitely a tool only. It's not a substitute for judgment that you can give. Privacy and verification definitely matters the most, which is importantly discussed about. Family conversations beat one-time rules and try to model the behavior that you want to see from your child. I'll just parallelly share this particular link in the chat. Meanwhile, you can, if you have your mobile, you all can share the QR code as well. So we are planning for a detailed parent workshop. So it would be a kind of like a 4-day workshop. So there we will be keeping on sharing plenty of prompts. So each day we will talk about different topics on the same. So where you can understand about with respect to children, how AI can be done and what are the things that you can do on that particular detailed workshop. So in the form you can actually mention, so show your interest on it, and we will plan for a detailed workshop accordingly. So there we will keep on sharing all the prompts that I will be parallelly using. So today I didn't show much about the prompts or anything because it was a very simple conversation I had. But during the workshop, I will try to share more focused prompts and how effective results it can create as well. So please do fill the form, which I have added in the chat, which will also generate your today's certificate participation along with your interest for the workshop as well. So please make sure you fill the form. And if there are any other questions, you can definitely put it in the chat. I'll be happy to answer the same. All right, thank you so much. And if you aren't having any other questions, then I think we can take a leave. Hope the session was insightful and looking forward to meet you all during the workshop. Thank you so much.